All right, guys, we're back into game number two, Comfortably Numb, coming in swinging for the fences, and I don't think they just hit the fence, got over the fence. They basically sent it to another stadium, maybe even another planet, even. And Uncomfortably Numb absolutely, positively dominated that game. Let's take a look at the actual scoreboard, if you will. The How the season has been shaking out for these two teams. Uncomfortably Numb is sitting at number three, tied for two. So it's actually 1-2-2. They have 3 wins, 3 draws, and 0 losses. They have yet game, which is pretty impressive. Uh, they've, or sorry, they have yet to lose series. They have always taken at least, which is quite good to say the least. On the other hand, the One Tricks have 2 wins, draws, and 1 loss. They are sitting at number 8 of 13. So the One Tricks haven't been doing bad this season, but Uncomfortably Numb is showing there's a huge gap between these. You could basically say that based on like this game, perhaps like the top 6 of Division B might actually be better suited for Division A, um, or some teams in Division B might actually be better suited for. So draft is underway. Let's switch on over and check out what's on in the meantime. And so the One Tricks are actually going to be getting Maev here. And what's kind of neat that Rush has been banned out and Stukov once again has been banned out. Now, I like the play by the One Tricks in this regard. Since they had first pick, they could ban someone else. They could choose to ban, anyone, and then pick up who they really want. In this case, Rush is a good ban. Then they pick up Maev if they're not willing to ban Maev because they could pick up Rob instead. So power picks coming out again. Phoenix and Malfurion. Malfurion is definitely going to like put a damper in things because much like Lucio is technically a subpar pick in comparison to Malf or Zukov, they now have to opt for one of the lesser healers on the side of the One Tricks. Now, that could be okay for him. Maybe they play better with some Malf and they're playing comps that are quote unquote meta heroes and aren't actually very good on the meta heroes. So instead, we're going to see Dahaka and Diablo. I think it's actually some drafting advice. I think this is the worst move you can make because I'm not saying Diablo's a bad pick. I'm not saying Dahaka's a bad pick. I'm saying the way you draft them is a bad way to draft. Reason for that is that by drafting Dahaka and Diablo, now what do? Pick up that will help handle Dahaka or some Dahaka and lane. You've now also limited yourself to having your because you don't see what they're picking. Now opted 100% for Dahaka, pick up a false stat for him, and now all of a sudden it's even matchup. Falstad can go and put a beat down on Dahaka. Can't walk forward as he just barrels away Falstad and he can keep poking. Especially if he goes with Giant Killer and goes for the full AA build. Now, the other reason to pick up Dahaka like that is when you pick up your solo lane, you can't respond either. So let's say they do something crazy, and all of a sudden you're like, Leo looked so good here. Guess what? You can't pick up Leo anymore because you opted for the Dahaka. It's not like they probably were going to take the Dahaka because he's fine, but he's not nearly as popular as he be. Now, got Lucio being banned out is one of the better heroes, healers slash heroes. We don't have the Medivh banned out, but that now gives them Hanzo once again, and they could play literally the same game, other than probably needing to pick up the Alarak. They're opting for the Sonya here. Could be able and win the lane. In comparison to last time where Sonya should beat Alarak. Eventually, from like a lot of misplaying, Sonya lost the lane. And this should be the reverse, where Uncomfortably Numb should probably win the lane, the solo lane. Their 4-man is going to be, once again, pretty good wave clear. Maiev is wave clear, not like crash tier or anything like that. So now need range damage and pick up like Jaina once again. They could pick up Li Ming, could pick up Kel'Thas if they even want to. What you need generally though, someone who can dish out high damage and or burst. So they're going to opt for Uther and Li Ming. The downside for the Li Ming though, drastically worse wave clear. Drastically. And by doing that, you basically have the situation where he can't really do anything because you have minion waves, and Whip hits a minion wave, blows up, and not good wave clear. You're really working on angling in those, and then her wave clear still requires pretty much things like mirror ball to really get through waves efficiently. So I'm going to give this side of Comfortably Numb. Now, you might be wondering, like, why am I giving this to Comfortably Numb? It's not just based on their past performance and like my cutoff, but it's because their draft looks so much better. Hanzo will be able to help with the mercs, going to be able to poke them apart if they're doing their merc. Have actually a switch up here. Phoenix going to, which we'll see shortly, different players playing it, so hopefully it works as well as it did before. But in general, I feel like they lack wave clear on the side of the one tricks, and they have Uther instead. Now they can have a lot of DPS, but I'm not feeling it. Now, let's get these two teams introduced. Once again, we got Key 1108. He is playing the Uther this time. A Drow Knight on the Maiev. Q-Tip on the Dahaka. Linkin Park on the Diablo. Siege on the Li Ming. That'll be the one tricks. On the opposing side, we have a Novice on the Hanzo. Mr. Monkey Man on the Phoenix. We got Patches on the Johanna. THC Spectre on the Sonya. And Pilot of Earth on the Malfurion. And that'll be Uncomfortably Numb. So, let's check out the build we're going to see here. Okay, we're going to get Redemption. It's likely that we're going to see the Serrated Arrows and Never Outmatched combined with the Redemption, or even the Sharpened Arrowheads combined with the Redemption. Both get a lot of value out of that. We're also going to see the Silver Touch, Power Hungry, Dew, Tissue Regen, Bonds of Justice. We're not going to get the speed, the Haka either. There is Patches interrupting the rotation. There's the pull onto Pilot. Pilot does drop the root, and they're not going to be able to pass by because, much like Gandalf, he does not let them pass. So we got Laws of Hope, Nature Swiftness, Advanced Targeting, Redemption, and Warpaint. Now, top lane, THC Spectre's doing okay. Not winning as hard as I expected, but he is right now, winning it. You don't want to give up globes. So Spectre should have tried to body Q-Tip as much as possible there. Pick up the globe before it could actually grab it. So Novus is able to spot out the rotations very easily as Hanzo. We already have Mr. Monkey Man actually doing siege, so like immediately picking up the siege. This is, you know, pretty fantastic. Like, I believe they spawn at 130. 15 seconds later, less than 15 seconds later, in fact, we have it already, picked up. Linkin Park taking a lot of damage. I've uses her, invulnerability / avoidance, and nothing for nothing right now. Gleaming in the mid lane. She's in a losing battle if Novus plays this right, which is just sidestep. Like, if you're good at sidestepping, Ming is going to do nothing unless she forces you one direction and hits you with one of the other abilities. But most people are generally trying to someone to eat all the damage, not just part of the damage. So bottom still has one of the siege still up. Patches and Pile of Earth only down here. We have Phoenix who is making that rotation. Nova's taking a lot of damage there, eating that Li Ming Q. So he's going to have to back off right now. So he'll probably just Hearthon back. But they're going to channel. Mr. Monkey Man has got it. And Siege does not drop any long distance bombs to really secure this. Now he's going to start working on these towers. He does eat the Li Ming Orb and missiles, but not too big a deal. However, he's already down to 50%. This isn't a very optimal use of this DK. Proper way to do the DK is, while there was one person here, go in queue and then walk out in queue. If you watched HGC past weekend, Heroes Hearth and Team 12, aka Team Octalysis now, Heroes Hearth had like, I don't know, 20% left on a DK. They got like 5 breaths off with their DK, and you just walk back and forth and keep doing it. Like, you have enough time to repeatedly do that. So we got the advanced targeting, getting stacks. There's a pull from Mav, but we have the root in place. There's a stun in the overpower. Johanna is caught out. Patches is getting a little spotty right now. Gotten covered in blood as the One Tricks abuse his over aggressive position, not respecting Diablo, not hitting that Iron Skin as soon as he saw him stick his face around. So they do have a lead. The first kill of both games on the side of One Tricks. This is big because they didn't manage that last game. So taking a look at the talents, we're gonna have Holy Shock here, the Dominance, Calamity, Hand of Protection, Diabolical Momentum, From the Shadows, One Flex. We also have a Feeding Frenzy, Play Dance, and we're going to get the Bonds of Corruption. Other side, we had Eternal Retaliation, Pleasant Momentum, Deep Roots, Nature's Cure, the Emergency All Combat Advantage. We got the Explosive Arrows, and we got the Sharpened Arrowheads to combo with the Redemption. We have the War Paint, Shattered Ground, interesting. Okay, I'm not sure I feel the Shattered Ground, but it's, especially without the full build. We also have the Poison Spear. Patches needs to be careful. Okay, good charge coming out from Linkin Park. They don't have the wave there. He doesn't want to take damage. But they're now potentially going to catch Mr. Monkey Man, as long as he doesn't walk too far forward. Mydra has spotted this, though. Patches is going to catch him out. Novus coming on in, leaping on over. He does avoid the damage of Novus. He does have his available. He will get on out of there pretty free, but they cannot contest that siege. Give it up. Redemption completed. Linkin Park is all alone as entirety of Comfortably Numb is getting comfortable with Linkin Park and showing him a good time. Or I guess maybe not so good a time anymore. So, bottom wall is down. Towers are almost down. Mid is looking okay. Not okay. I was about to say okay. They lost towers there, and top is still the only place that they're even. Vector is looking to someone worse for wear, but Mr. Monkey Man chasing down Siege is not going to continue. He has pressured him off, and now it's time to pick up DK number 2 as 10s have been hit. Channel has started. Mydra is there, and in the top lane, O-Tip 1v1s and succeeds. Mr. Monkey Man will be able to get out just in time. Just avoids the orb and missiles as well. Oh, whoa. Hanzo going down from a fort Not what you want to see. Siege coming on in. Patch is going to catch him out. There's a slow. There's the follow-up line. They're looking for Pilot. There's the root. The root isn't going to be good enough. The Blessed Show has come out. The pull connects still. They got the silence coming on out. The stuns. And Pilot of Earth will make it out. Purification Salvo is going to drop the damage. And we got Mr. Monkey Man looking for more kills here. One. He's not going to get Siege. Siege just manages. There's the root. Mr. Monkey Man going to have to back on out. There's a charge. Linkin Park connects and gets themselves a trade there. Very nicely done. So, they get themselves another kill, but they lose the DK during that. Not the greatest, not the worst. They're going to get patches here very shortly. They body him in. There's the Wave of Force, and there. They have gotten it. And the one tricks are significantly up in kills this game around. They're now, 5-1. And on top of this, the big bad news for the one tricks is structurally they're down. XP wise they're down. But the good news is because they're so close in XP overall and how little they've actually accomplished on the map, there's a lot of XP that has yet to be captured by the one tricks. So if they can get that XP, then they'll be back in this game. They'll match up the XP. Obviously, it'll help them match up on the advantage that currently we're uncomfortably numb. So they're going to start working on this. We got Spectre coming in the back. He should have dig available, but he's not going to use it. He's going to waddle all the way down like a penguin. And there's the DK. O-tip coming in from the back. There's the APOC, and it's not going to connect with the majority of the team. We have no Wardens caged here. There comes the Purification Salvo follow-up. Linkin Park getting low. The Ice Block is used. They're going to take out Linkin Park before he can follow up onto Pilot of Earth. But it won't matter. Pilot still goes down. And we got Mr. Monkey Man still chasing Kotip in Mydra. The Spectre not going to be long for this world as he goes way too far. And Uncomfortably Numb is lost 2 members, and Linkin Park is back in the fray, securing a 3rd kill. So it's a 3-2 scenario, resulting in Uncomfortably Numb down majorly right now. Actually, it was a 3-for-1. Sorry, a 3-for-1. They overstayed. So Linkin Park didn't get the big stun, but didn't matter. He essentially baited the rest of Uncomfortably Numb to, blow a lot of cooldowns, focus on him, and he just respawned. Even though it sucks to lose the 100 souls, a Mydra getting really low, and there they go. They get themselves another kill on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. They pick it up, punishing the aggression on the side of One Tricks. One Tricks are still in it, remember. Oh no, Linkin Park just used his Q. There's a slow from Mr. Monkey Man, and he is going to be slowed out of his mind at the moment. They'll pick up the siege. So for a brief glimpse there, Uncomfortably Numb looked like they were about to throw the lead they had. They still behind in terms of kills, but they're up in XP. But they're up in XP. All the structures they've taken. So as long as they don't go on a feeding frenzy, or I guess a dying frenzy, and letting One Tricks feed off of them, we'll see them continue to control this lead because they have vision control, wave control. We actually have Mr. Monkey Man sitting here and waiting, rotating up. Very nice job from Uncomfortably Numb overall, like for the macro play. Mr. Monkey Man actually gonna spot out Linkin Park, and nothing happens there. No dismount, nothing. Taking a look at some of the talents, we have the Blessed Champion here. Got the Illusionist, Devastating Charge, Primal Rage, Shadow Armor. And we also have the Warden's Cage, which I didn't actually see you have. It could have just been blown up. But now this is a very aggressive play from them. They're now pushing in, but they do have the protection of the Knights here to help. But it's still a very aggressive play. We got Dahaka coming in from the backside. He does get rooted in place. They're focusing him down. He has been silenced. There comes the APOC, but they take out Dahaka before anything can happen. Purification Salvo coming on out. A lot of damage. Linkin Park is going to be going down here very shortly. The Warden's Cage, but Mydra is now trapped with a bunch of people. Phoenix will go down as the counter kill and a 1 for 2. So Avoidance Cage really didn't accomplish much there. I almost feel like, taking him out a la Cocoon would have been possibly a better situation for him. Now, DK's picked up again. This is what I was talking about. The Uncomfortably Numb isn't looking as good this game in terms of getting kills, some of the general playmaking, but like they got themselves such an early lead in terms of structures that it's just letting them, continue on. It's now a 16 versus 15 scenario. So 16's got the Holy Renewal, have the Blessed Hammer. I really hate Blessed Hammer. FYI, my opinion is the worst talent at that tier. But we also have the Ice Block, have the Moonlight Harmony, the Arsenal Overcharge, Auxiliary Shields, Mounted Archery, Flawless Technique, Nerves of Steel, and finally Mystic Fear. Dragon Knight does help them finish off this keep, but they're not going to get much more out of this. They barely get that second keep. They have going on in, but it's not going to matter because the focus is enough to take her down. The rune in place. Pro-tip, taking on Spectre, but now the core is in the sights of Uncomfortably Numb. Hopefully they're not going to get too, comfortable here. There's a silence going to stop the overpower from the Diablo. D shield coming on out, and that's going to be 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills are on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. 1 down, and that is just Phoenix. This is all up to Li Ming and Siege and Key. So I do not think they have what it takes because Siege is out of mana. And Siege is going to be cleansed, but it's not going to be good enough, and that is going to be game. Uncomfortably Numb takes arguably an easy 2-0 series. First game, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Second game, not as easy, but it's still a sub 15-minute game. Uncomfortably Numb has to feel very comfortable right now with their gameplay and what happened there. So I'm going to see if we can get ourselves an interview. We have hell of a fast series. And yeah, sit on tight while I try and get someone in here. We'll pull up some of those additional replays that you can enjoy those. I think I only got 2 clips